Hello Cancer, this is Ashley. Welcome to your November wrap-up reading. So we're going to do something a little different today. That wanted to fly out, so we're going to take it. We're going to do, in this reading, I wanted to do something that kind of celebrates you. And mostly inspired by the fact that we're entering into the week of Thanksgiving. And while that can be, somewhat of a controversial holiday in the United States, I really have always enjoyed the aspect of it that focuses so much on gratitude, what we're thankful for. And so I thought it'd be fun to do a reading where we're kind of celebrating what you've accomplished. So in this first row, we're going to look at an area that you should celebrate within, yourself. Something you should really zoom in on and realize you've done and was a success, was good for you. In your second row, we're going to look at an area that your guides specifically want to congratulate you on. And then in this last row, we're going to see what's coming in that is positive for you. So really from now through the end of the calendar year, let's see what positive things are coming in. Kind of do a feel-good reading. We have celebrate your wins. I love it. And look, it even kind of looks like a turkey. Maybe a rooster, a chicken on that card. All right, Cancer. Let's get some tarot and see what wants to come through for each of these positions, so we can narrow down the topic a bit. And really the focus has kind of been, in the past year, for example, as we're kind of entering into the holiday season and closing out 2021, what's something that you did this year that you should be proud of, even if it was hard, right? So let's look at what we got. We're getting the world, and it's below feeling the world. So it feels like something big. We have the Sun card and the Star. Look at all those majors. 10 of Pentacles. The Moon. I love that masculine and feminine coming in together there. Judgment. You have 6 major arcana already. Strength. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So some Taurus energy, some abundance energy. Really a perfect card for this reading, since we are focusing on, abundance and gratitude. With the Queen of Pentacles also being on the board here, we could be talking about a very long-term partnership. And I guess what I mean by that, this could be a marriage. Doesn't have to be like an actual marriage. It could just be like a long-term partnership. Not everybody that finds their person decides to go the route of marriage, and so I like to point that out because not everybody does it. But let's get into this and see what's been going on. We have feeling the world. So lots of emotional expansion here. So if if you take nothing else from this reading, your ability to empathize, feel, and open your heart this year alone has been huge. It could also be that you found that you're extremely empathic, Cancer, and we have you showing up at the center of your own reading. You know, you're a water sign. You're very empathic. You're very nurturing and caring. But what I'm also feeling from this is that, you know, we can let that get out of control, right? I'm actually a Cancer moon, so I can relate to this in that, you know, we want to love and nurture and care for people in any way we can possibly manage to make people feel comfortable and at home in our presence. And it's a very mothering, feminine energy. But with everything that's been going on in the last couple of years, you know, we can really get worn out because we're getting hit on all sides by so many different energies, right? And it can kind of knock us down here. So you may have had a situation here as well where you had to figure out how to kind of pull back and take care of yourself so that you were operating at full capacity. You know, if you give, eventually your cup runs out, right? So we have the World, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Could certainly have had an ending here with Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart. But more of what I'm getting here is you've closed something out here, and it took a lot of courage to do so. You know, so much of these readings so far have been, you know, relationship endings, cycles ending, people leaving jobs, and you know, it makes sense. I mean, we're in the thick of eclipse season, and there's been so many global changes, what with everything, that we're starting to shift our paths. So let's get some more detail here and see what this ending might be. This closing of a cycle with the World card. We have the Five of Wands and the Justice card. So it could have been a divorce, with Justice showing up here, especially with the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles on the board. But also just, you know, pulling away from the drama, right? If you need drama, you can find it anywhere. It's so accessible. and I say that just because, like, it's not in short supply. And so it feels to me like you've kind of closed out a cycle where you have purposely put yourself into more of a retreat kind of energy. You've pulled away from the things in life that have been, you know, just too heavy, too much all the time, right? Looking for more balance in your own life. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers. And with the Strength card, you have the Death card and the Ten of Cups. So certainly a relationship that has come to a close here. And it does feel like a soulmate relationship. Could have very well have been with a Leo. We have Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio again. Most signs are showing up here already, so take it as it resonates. I do feel like this was a strong soulmate connection, deep, deep connection. And ultimately, I think the two of you were really working towards building your family legacy, you know, what you would leave behind. And perhaps you even had family pets with this person. But I feel like at some point the collaboration between the two of you was dissolving into more like arguments, right? And it could be because ultimately there was a cycle already here that needed to come to a close, and then it's like your paths started to go this way, you know, whether that was intended or not, right? But I do feel like this rocked your world, this ending. I feel like what's super positive about this, again, like I was saying, when I first pulled up that oracle card and was talking about it, it's like you've just expanded in your already intense ability to love and care for something. It's just grown astronomically. And I think part of that is because throughout this experience of this ending of something that, you know, was at one point very long-term, stable, right? Probably something you expected would last until the end of your life, right? But with the pain that came along with that closing out, you allowed yourself to feel it. So, good job on that. Very open-hearted expansion there. Your guides. I love this. I love this. I love this. Your guides, your angels, your ancestors, they really want to congratulate you for really going after your purpose. So if you've been on a journey this past year to really narrow down and find that thing that you just feel like you're here to do, right, on this planet, I think you're getting a big pat on the back for having the courage and I almost want to say like the adventurous spirit to go for something here. We have the Sun, the Moon, and the Queen of Pentacles. And I do feel like you're really tapping into both your masculine and feminine energy here. You've got them working together. So you're paying attention to your intuitive hits, and then you take action with that masculine aspect of yourself. And you're really using all of your resources in order to go after your purpose. It's like you can see on the card, there's like this arrow is hitting the bullseye. So I do feel like they're trying to tell you that you're on target. So whatever you're doing, you know, of course there might be kind of tweaks and turns along the way, but essentially you're headed in the direction that you need to be headed in. So let's see what else we get. Why do we have the Sun? Ace of Wands. Something new and inspirational that you've gone after here. And the Temperance card. I also feel like you've done, again, this intense healing work here. You might actually be going into healing, like, of some kind. Now that I say that, or helping others to heal, could be part of what you're doing here. But I do feel like you are you're integrating what you've learned from past situations. You are healing, and I love that there's like, you see on the moon card, there's this winding path through the mountains here below the moon. And then on the Temperance card, it's really small, but again, the path leading to this sun here. And it is clarifying the sun card. So you're on target. You are headed in the right direction. In case you had any doubts, let this be some guidance from your spirit team to reassure you. With the moon, we have the Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, and the Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like for some of you, you've started this new thing, you're going after what you really feel is your purpose here. And there could be some fears cropping up because it is taking a while to get off the ground here. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's something to be assured of, is that while the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest in the deck, it's also the most stable. So whatever you're building is going to be rock solid. It's just going to take time to grow, right? So instead of, like, for example, you're not building a house of cards, you're building like a fortress. So it's going to take time and effort here. But if there's been fears that have been coming up about it, hopefully that offers some reassurance that you are on the path and you're taking, grounded steps to get there. It will, kind of grow from the seed of potential. And it's because you went after it, right? With the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Emperor. So this could have been an entrepreneurial endeavor here. You might have become your own boss. So take that as it resonates. And we have the Knight of Cups. And I do feel like the important thing to remember here, no matter what comes up in that kind of winding path and what fears arise and, all of those things, the thing to keep in mind here is that if you're actually following your heart, if you're following your bliss with that sun showing up there, on a vibrational level alone, the universe has no choice but to work with you, because you're in such a high energy. If it's something that is like really speaks to you on a soul level, it's going to happen. There's just no doubts about it. It might be slow, right? But it's coming. You may also find that you have a love offer showing up here from an Aries or a Capricorn. Could be someone that also owns their own business or is definitely in a very leadership heavy role. They could be quite stable, quite in their masculine energy here. So heads up on that. But I think you're just being really congratulated for stepping into your power and just, trucking along in the direction of your purpose. So, and remember, the destination, of course, is the sun, right? We want to get to that brilliant, happy place. But the journey of you going in that direction is really the entire experience, right? So in the what's coming, we have celebrate your wins. So I do feel like there's some kind of physical manifestation of a positive thing coming in here. We're going to look at that card. I've been telling the other signs, I've never used this deck, so I don't know it very well. And I just want to see if there's any other little blurbs we want to know. It's a time to list accomplishments. Like, how fitting is that for this particular reason or reading? Allowing praise, feeling deep pride, knowing that you are deserving of positive attention. You've earned a few golden stars that you've haven't given yourself enough credit for, and it's time to indulge in some serious self-praise with some lavish celebration. Go all out. Look for the wins you've had and focus on everything you've accomplished. Write it down. See the progress you've made, because you've come a long way, baby. It can be far too easy to ruminate on what's not working, right? And as a result, some of your amazing work gets shrugged off, downplayed, or downright missed. Are you able to see the tremendous strides you've taken? It's okay to boast and flaunt a little. Sometimes you need to. I love that. We have the Star, Judgment, and the Four of Pentacles. You could certainly have something coming in here that is maybe a return from the past. And you might be a little guarded against accepting this. Could be an Aquarius, maybe even Scorpio here. But this is like the good that's to come. So with the star showing up, we have the sun, moon, and star. We've got some serious destiny, soul calling stuff coming in here. So if you're not sure where your next step is on this path that you're on, I do feel like there's going to be something coming in here before the end of the year that's going to really ignite and resonate with you. Let's see, with the star, you have the Queen of Cups. There you are. And the Nine of Pentacles. Again, some prosperity, independent work coming through strongly here, if that resonates with you. Something. And I do also feel like a lot of healing, a lot of heart healing happening with that message. With Judgment, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, could very well be this same Ten of Pentacles from the past. And the Five of Pentacles. So something that left you feeling, you may have felt rejected when that came to a close in the past. I do feel like that's coming back up for evaluation. But you know what's funny is, like, I'm seeing the Celebrate Your Wins card, and then we have, I believe it's Gabriel here, sounding the trumpet, calling these souls home. But I almost feel like when I'm looking at this card and he's playing this trumpet, it's almost like a celebratory music, like about how well you handled that situation. With the Four of Pentacles, we have the Four of Swords and the Magician. So I really feel like you're creating your own peace. You're creating your own stability here. And if you are having any concerns about finances, I think that's going to come to a close soon, because I do feel like that's improving for you coming in here. But I think ultimately what's coming in that's good, I think you're going to have some opportunity here, whether you sit down and make that list and, you know, check off the boxes on all the awesome things you've done this year, or there's going to be something that kind of sparks an epiphany within you, and you're going to look back and go, holy cow, how did I even do that? So I do feel like there's going to be something coming in here that you're like, oh wow, I'm healing way more than I thought I was, or I'm doing a lot better than I thought I was, or whatever, right? Great reading, Cancer. I hope you found that enjoyable, and if you have stuck around this long, thank you. I appreciate your time, and thanks for being here. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the December forecast. Bye.